welcome to day 4 of your 20-day flexibility and tension release challenge. So today is all about the spine, and we're going to free it up with some really nice twist movements and of course some deep stretching. So let's get started. I'm going to start cross-legged today. And I'm just going to start by moving very loosely, so don't consider this like a strength exercise or anything like this. We're just going to be swinging left and right. I'm just gently tapping my knee every time. I'm just going to start loosening up like this. Really swingy. Looking over my back shoulder. You can also do this standing if that's more comfortable for you today. Just thinking about turning from the belly button like a corkscrew. Keeping it nice and loose. All right, let's come to a pause, and we're going to do our first mobility exercise on our side. So I'm just going to come onto my left side here, and I'm going to bring up my knees at about 90 degrees, so just along with the mat, right? So I'm going to lay down on my left side, and I'm going to make a little pillow for my head here with my hand, just to be nice and comfortable throughout. And what we're going to do is we're going to open our chest, and I like to put my hand on my cheek. If I put it like this, I feel like I'm doing crunches, and we're not doing that. Hand goes onto my right cheek. I'm going to breathe in and make myself really small here. And what we're doing is we're going to open that right elbow towards the back. Okay, so we're going. Breathing out and open towards the right. Totally fine if your shoulder doesn't reach the mat yet. So I'm relaxing my neck here, breathing out towards the side. If you are very stiff, you could even use your left hand on your right knee and just relaxing the head down from here. This might help keep your knees in one place. So we're breathing in, and when we breathe out, opening towards that right side. Not forcing anything at the bottom, just letting that shoulder open and that spine twist with the out breath. Closing every time at the bottom, big movement open towards the back. Let's do 2 more of these, only moving when we're breathing out. Bringing it back in. And just releasing that right arm. Making our way onto our second side. So you can just turn over, of course, just turning to face you. I'm coming onto my right side here. Legs are up in that 90-degree angle. So choose your option, either grabbing that left knee or making a little pillow here for yourself. Either way, head relaxes down. Left hand comes onto my left cheek. Big breath in before we start. When we breathe out, opening that left elbow towards the left side. Again, no worries if this feels a little limited. With that breath, it's going to free up some space here for you. Noticing the difference as well between 2 sides, maybe. Left can feel different than the right, that's totally normal. Still breathing. Let's do 3 more of those with loads of breath. Breathing it out when we open. Taking our time with that last one. Closing it back in. Let's roll onto our stomach from here. So I'm getting onto my stomach, and I'm just going to lay down on my stomach, hands alongside, and we're going to do a few roll-ups from here. I'm going to put my hands a little wider, and the farther that if you know that you are very stiff, just letting the hands be a little bit more up high. What we're going to do is we're going to breathe in and look up, and then rolling it back down from here. If you're a little bit more advanced, you can press into the hands and come up fully. But you don't have to if that's not accessible for you. We're still going to get a lot of nice benefits extending the spine. So we're breathing up. We're breathing in when we come up. Looking up our back, slowly rolling down. So before we create too much muscle tension, we're already on our way back down. Treating this movement a little bit more like a swim, for example, than a strength exercise. So we're staying nice and calm with it. Just rolling through it. We're not doing a push-up here. We're rolling up and down. Let's do 2 more of those. Big breath out on the last one. All right, let's do hands and knees for our last one. So I'm going to put my hands under my shoulders here, nice and comfortable. I'm going to be doing some cat-cows. So just putting the knees nice and comfortable here under the hips. Wrists are supported, just spreading my fingers with a little bit of extra support for those wrists. And when we breathe in, I'm going to be dropping the belly button all the way down. And I'm going to look up. So breathing in, belly comes down, chin comes up. When I breathe out, I'm going to pull my back towards the ceiling, pressing into my hands, feeling my shoulder blades separate here, chin towards the chest. I'm making this movement as big and dramatic as I can. Shoulders come down, down, down when we're looking up. And breathing it out when we round. If you're used to practicing these, this is a more common stretch, a common movement. Just taking a little bit more time than you normally would. Just shifting it down 1 or 2 gears. Really feeling into every part of this. Maybe holding it a little bit at the top. Staying nice and calm with the breath. And even though we're moving through the spine, just staying considerate of your neck as well. So when we look up, feeling that length at the front of the throat. When we look down, chin comes to the chest, so loads of length at the back of the neck, between the shoulders, and of course, spine is nice and rounded here. Let's do 2 more. Still moving slowly, feeling into everything with the breath. Last one. Maybe coming into a child's pose to end today's session, closing the knees and feet together, and just leaning back, putting the forehead down if that's accessible to you, or just dangling, maybe supported with a pillow if that feels okay. I'm going to breathe deeply into the top of my back here, so into my ribs, relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the back. Loads of air into the back. Spine relaxes. Let's do 3 deep breaths here. Filling up the body with air. Feeling the back relax, feeling the spine relax fully. Really expanding the ribs on the last one. Relaxing everything when we breathe out.